Hello, this is Hunter x Hunter chapter 387 return re- review live reaction really. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna be reading this on kissmanga.com. So it's the 8th day, Sunday, 7:35 p.m. Room 104. Super Zetsu training. Close your eyes and focus. It will be sufficiently difficult to maintain Zetsu while still focusing on your hearing or keeping your Zetsu up. Listen to my instructions and answer my questions. No matter what kind of sounds or questions you may have, do not move, simply continue with Zetsu in that state. 60 minutes should feel like an extremely long time. So she's training the prince again. I'm getting knack at the Zetsu, but if I don't slowly close off my body's aura bit by bit from the tip first, I'll get uneven, and shutting off my entire body all at once is indeed quite a high level of difficulty. Alright, it's closed, huh? What in the world is this? There's something on your left shoulder, from the top. Hold it, that's not exactly fair, is that Theta? An enemy would attack you much more severely. Fine, focus. Is this a dream? What's going on? So there's a lot of static. I don't know what's going on. Tidge, Manzetsu came undone too. There is something on your left shoulder. Peter, was there something different about how I looked just now? Alright, from the top. Hey, are you listening to me? An enemy will attack you much more severely. I'm not able to communicate with her. That's dialogue, exactly like it was in my dream just a moment ago. So that was not just a dream, that was a premonition of the future come to reality. What? Whoa! Yo! Can this prince actually see into the future? Has he got that Luffy haki? What? Vita's back. It's nothing. The daydream I had was about 10 seconds. If I really was a vision in the future, I changed my dialogue, but Veta just ignored me and spoke exactly as according to my dream. Should I try it again? Focus. As soon as I close my eyes and activate my Zetsu, that noise sounds out. Is that a signal that my premonition has been activated? Then the second noise I hear after about 10 seconds is the signal that's over. Yo, he's got this ability, man. This guy's gonna be broken. So what's more, I had the feeling I didn't have free control over my body while I was having that vision. If activating this ability leaves me defenseless, then it's got a huge risk attached to it. Don't get caught up in what I'm about to say, just focus. On top of that, while I have in my vision, real time is passing by, then does that mean I get rendered defenseless to spend 10 seconds? To see 10 seconds in the future, that's ridiculous. If this is the truly my ability, then my vision should be instantaneous. I should be able to have a premonition faster than even an instant. Yeah, what I like about Hunter x Hunter is I quite like how it's balanced, the powers. So the greater the power, the greater the risk, which is pretty nice actually. I can't move if I just go through these 10 seconds like this and keep my Zetsu up, then my ability will continue on. This is the end of my ability. No, it's still going on, but it's different than it was earlier. I bet I can move my body now while meanwhile real time is progressing. That's the sensation I get. I can feel her presence. Feta is right in front of me, and that the Feta from the real present time, but the first. Wait, where am no, it was that's gotta be it. The 10 seconds immediately following my ability activation is an instantaneous 10 seconds. Once I activate it, I immediately receive a premonition of the 10 seconds to come. Once the instantaneous 10 seconds is over, then my vision continues in real life. Real time, but 10 seconds ahead of the real world. I'm theta moved. So then, in my premonition, is right then. In 10 seconds, the theta in the real world time will move. A cup, I see. Quite the sadist, aren't you, Theta? This is a new discovery. See, moved. Exactly 10 seconds, I proved my hypothesis. The vision is showing me 10 seconds into the future. Next, I want to test Beta's reaction. Your Highness, it's nothing. According to my theory, the only one who can change my visions, my future is me. The, the me of 10 seconds in the future has my concentration broken up from the sound of the shattering cup, and thus my Zetsu becomes undone. The prince is training, won't you please not interrupt? But if I hadn't undone my Zetsu, then how would Theta have reacted? If she's seeing my actions from the future, I've changed. Well, let's just consider the intrusion as part of your training. After all, if you weren't able to ignore them and keep your Zetsu up, you wouldn't have kept it long anyways. Now let's take it from the top one more time. Then her dialogue should change to something complimenting me. Unlike my vision, my Zetsu is still continuing. Your Highness, it's nothing. The prince is training. Would you please not interrupt? Let's just consider their intrusion as part of the training. Cuckoo, I figured as much. After all, if you weren't able to ignore them and keep your Zetsu up, you wouldn't have kept it up long anyways. Now let's take it from the top one more time. Vita is still seeing my vision itself. She doesn't realize any of the future that I've changed. Very well. You can do whatever you want now. When I close my eyes in Zetsu, I can look ahead 10 seconds in the future. I'm getting serious. Even if you writhe around the floor foaming at the mouth, I am the only one that can take any action within those 10 seconds. Not a single hair on my neck will flinch, don't worry. She threw an aura ball at me. My Zetsu hasn't broken. Should I try opening my eyes and talking to her? Or should I stay in Zetsu, close my eyes again and activate the instantaneous 10 seconds again? So, this is kind of like the last chapter, but it's all from the prince's perspective. It's interesting. The me that Theta is looking at has my eyes closed. That must mean that 10 seconds offset between us has been reset. Vita, what do you think of me? Cuckoo, this is so fun. Oh, long as I continue my Zetsu, it's possible to repeatedly activate this ability. And I suppose I can keep this up and see how far it goes. Yo, what's going on? Dude, hang on. What are you planning on doing, Vita? Ladies and gentlemen, I am terribly sorry for the sudden broadcast. But as a present for all of you in the high areas, decks 1 and 2, we have a surprise concert hosted and organized by the Royal Music Association. Seriously, we'll begin with the flute performance by Miss Melody. If you may have your attention. Vita, why? Whoa. We'll begin with the flute performance by Miss Melody. Yo. Oh, it's okay. I'm good. I see. Vita is still seeing me stand right there, which means that currently she believes she shot me. Cool. What is this ability? It's so fun. So he dodged it with his ability. Wait, let me reread this again. So he sees into the future, and then he dodges. Oh, which means Vita currently believes she shot me. Oh, okay. So Melody's flute wasn't influencing the decision at all, was it just now? That clearly wasn't my own ability, was it? Someone else entirely with a completely different Nen ability did something to me. What is this world of Nen? It's just way too goddamn fun. Your Highness, what was that gunshot just now? Vita, don't move. This was part of my training, there's no problem. Kukushi's shocked, so shocked. Well, of course she'd be panicked. She can't even begin to comprehend what has happened. I'll make sure to take my time in asking you real properly. Why don't you take a little break, Vita? Exactly why is it you tried to kill me? You have been over-focused this whole time, haven't you? Time flew by, yes. And as soon as we heard the gunshot, we started heading this way. And in a moment, beautiful scenery unfolded before our eyes. During that time, we were unable to move at all. The music performance that was being broadcasted was most likely the cause of it. That was originally planned to be a broadcast of the 8th Prince, Shitty's rap correct. Yeah, the performance was by a hunter of the name Melody. Summoner here.
Fuck's sake!
Summon her, do it as an invitation. An invitation that's different from a direct order. It's possible she turns it down. We'll start by seeing how she acts. Depending on where she answers yes or no, we can learn about the situation. So Melody's a girl? I don't know. I've always been confused with that. Oh. So I guess Melody is a girl because the most important thing that needs confirming right now, even more than better situation, is my ability. When I close my eyes and activate Zetsu, a vision plays out. I can advance ahead in that 10-second world, the instantaneous 10 seconds. Continuing in that state after the instant 10 seconds while I'm having my vision of 10 seconds in the future, I can vicariously explore the actual real time world of 10 seconds ago with my eyes closed. It's almost like a parallel world. What? I quite like the little diagram that Togashi gives as well to give a better explanation of his ability. So, sees 10 seconds in real vision. Until I open my eyes, I can see the world 10 seconds in the future. Starting now. From where my vision left off, as time passes at the same rate as time. Okay. This is pretty complex, I won't lie. Normal real world flow of time. Reactivate the flow. Jeez. I was able to confirm that I can use my ability repeatedly, but the problem is how much time it takes to activate Zetsu and the skill required to main Zetsu. Until I am able to master those two things, I won't be able to truly utilize this ability to its true potential. But if only I can manage to control my Zetsu freely, then I will dominate this succession war. Yo, this prince is actually looking like a true contender. Measure how much time passes from when I close my eyes until I open them. Only once 1 second has passed, I'll have a contest. And the world. Damn. Oh, this dude is looking OP, man. But I don't know what's gonna happen to this prince. So this chapter is pretty much just an explanation of his powers, right? And nothing new has happened yet. So with this arc, it's going kind of slow so far. I'm looking forward to it, but I just want to see the Phantom Troop most of all. Really, I want to see them back in action. I want to see this manhunt for Hisoka as well. I just can't wait for that really. But apart from that, I'm quite enjoying this development of the prince really. It's a good chapter, and I'm really enjoying Togashi's frequent work. Being a Hunter fan, this is like a gift, and I hope the gift just keeps on giving really. So keep up the good work, Togashi.